Hello and welcome to this cloudy first look at Planetbase. This is a old game which you'll be able to pick up pretty cheap if there's any sales that come along. It is one of my favourite games to play if I'm just looking to chill out. It says I haven't done the tutorial. I have done the tutorial. I've done this is a tutorial I can actually not die in, so that's a good one. But we're not going to go through the tutorial. We're just going to kick on to this one, and we'll just choose here. Oh, it's not moving that quick here, so we'll just go here. So basically, what the aim of this game is to build a base on a planet, hence the name Planetbase. And there is lots of different things you can do in this. You can build loads of robots and all this sort of carry on. I'm absolutely pretty pants at this game, but I do enjoy it. And I have completed all the tasks in the first, all the planets bar the last one. I'm really struggling in the last planet, but we will give this a bit of a go here. So first things first, kill the colony ship. They can no longer do that. And we will start building up here. So the first thing you need to build is your power, because if there's no power you cannot get other things going. So we need a power collector as well, and then we also need water. Water's sort of vital because you've got all these people here. Unfortunately, they need oxygen, so they need water, and that water is normal water for drinking as well. So there is just lots of layers to this, like an onion. And you build one thing up, you have to get another thing done, and then another thing, and then another thing. So at the beginning, your resources are a bit tight because all you've got is what you've came with and when you actually destroy the ship. So we will skip this on a wee bit. Normally I play this nearly at full speed the whole time, but I slow it down now and again as well. So we're starting to get there. Hurry up and build so we can get these other things built. One of the important things to build here is the canteen, so that they start eating. Who thought people actually need to eat? We also need a biodome to grow food. Like, it's just awful, all this. People needing to eat and drink and sleep. I'm not actually going to build a bed yet. This is just stuff I have learnt as I have went on. So I'm only building one of them. Just one wee sit down place, one of these, and a wee TV to keep the chappies happy. And so we have got this built. So the next thing we need to build here is one each of these. That is your resources. So you get plants and they can make bioplastic things, and then you need ore. So what we're going to do is we're going to build our mine over here, because yes, you mine on these planets to get ore, to get metal. I always sort of struggle to get metal or build up a good supply of it, because it is just awkward. And the next thing we're building here is a starbase, so we can actually get people to come here. So here's the different types of food, and each of them have their strengths and weaknesses, and you need to mix them up so people don't get what's the word I'm looking for, malnutrition, and then you need a doctor to fix them. So we're at a stage now where we're self-sufficient. That means we have got everything we need to continue our colony's life. So we've got our metal, we have got our bioplastic, so we can just start getting all the stuff we need. And now it becomes a game of resource management. So again, you'll find that you need X and Y, but you can't get X and Y because you need this something else. So it's all about building up, and at this early stage it is about survival, and we just got our survival thing as well because we've got everything we technically need now, and now we just need to start pushing this out, and we have to decide what we need next. So what we're going to see here is our people are going to come in and land here, and they can be traders or they can be people wanting to expand the colony, and further on there'll be visitors as well, so they're just coming here to eat and drink and take all your stuff. So we will just play it a bit safe, and we'll just stick in this over here, which is going to be the sleeping area. And we need to get another airlock here so people don't have as far to go, because this is a dead end. There's two dead end sort of ones, and we'll stick the other dead end in here as well, which is the medical, because that is going to become useful down the line. So what that means is we cannot put anything else there, but we can put stuff over here. It is just about managing resources at this time. So it's decision time, basically. What do we build next? And it becomes a bit tricky to actually work out what to do. For me, I am going to build up a storage area, a wee small storage area here, so we can start building up our, if I could find that there. What I want to start building up here is our food, because food is the #1 resource at this beginning time, because it is so hard to get, because the biodomes which grow the food, you really want the bigger ones because they're more efficient, basically. And if I build this biodome out here, the big massive one, we're going to need that, which is more water. If we need more water, we're going to need more power and things like that. Again, it's just resource management at its finest. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to build a turbine as well. And as you can see, we're starting to slow down here as we're beginning to run out from resources. And then each of these things need to get repaired as well. So there is spurs over here, and you need to build them spurs after again, it just expands out here. So we've got that set up, so we should have power the whole time now. So we need to make 1 metal, and to get the metal we need to get the people getting the ore, and then they bring it over here, and then other people refine the ore. Again, it's just a classic one of these games where you need to do X, Y, and Z and just build up. And there's also added challenges down the line. As we've seen here, we have a starbase, sorry, a landing pad for our base here. Oh, we've got our first new colonists. But it isn't just these people who come down here, it is other wee Egypts as well who come and try and kill everybody in your base. That can get a bit annoying, so you have to get the policemen basically, and they go around and shoot them in the head to kill them. Again, it's all about, there's always decisions you have to make, and it's a bit slow at this beginning part because you're just waiting for all your different resources to turn up. For me, it is nearly a nice chilling out game because there's always something to look and see and do. You're just always going, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. So here we go, we've got that built up now. So we can add that. And we will also put a bed in here. And one of these, and then we will expand these out later when we get more resources. And our wee robot dude has decided we're going to break down here. Yeah, some of the path finding isn't 100% in the game, because what's happened to me in this game is, just imagine if I could link them up there. No, the wee guy here will go and knock himself in and he will die, basically. Because he's a bit of an idiot. So there we go, we're starting to build that out. So what I'm actually going to do here is I am going to stop people arriving into the base. You're going to go, why would you stop that? The reason is I just want to get our food supplies up here, because as soon as you have too many people, your food just goes down like that. They're a bit of starvos, so they are, and they just eat and eat and eat and eat. So you need to just build it up all nice and slowly. Oh dear. So we've got decisions to make. What shall we build next? We've got a couple of options which I want to build next. It's either, do we go for another one of these, another biodome, or do we go for maybe the lab so we can get, you can grow meat, and this also allows you to make medical supplies, so we will go for that. But because we're building that, we're also going to need more water, because making meat requires water, apparently. So we've got a trader, and as you can see here, you can go and buy bits and bobs. So we can get ore in, so it's 15 to buy the ore, but we can sell stuff as well to make it up. So I'm just trying to see if we got anything we can just sort of show. We don't do. So basically that is 10 to sell with this person. Or sorry, it's 10 to sell any of these to anyone. But to buy this ore is 15 because he's at a 50% markup. Yep, 50%. So these are normally 10 to buy. But because it's getting brought in, they're charging a 50% commission on it. So you're going, is this worth the money for X, Y, and Z? So I'm actually going to buy a couple of these and pay for it with the bioplastic, because we can make that pretty quickly here. So we will sell 4 of them and away he will go. But we're going to get some of this ore in so we can get more metal. Metal in this early game is, for me anyway, is really difficult to get. So we've got the metal over there, so what we're going to do here is we're going to build more water. Just so we can get that built up. And because you've got these people delivering this stuff off, they're not doing their other jobs, so all the other jobs start to go down. So we're starting to build up nicely here, and sorry about that. Again, I'm on a Mac here, and I can full screen. You can just move it across. So sometimes that may happen when I'm just scrolling about here. Build this up, get our supplies built up so we can get more people in to do more jobs. Ultimately, what you want is to get more of these bots, because if the more bots you have, they do the more routine tasks, which means the human peoples can go and do the more slightly more work, what you want them to do, which only the humans can do. Again, we'll just build this up nice and slow, and we'll just put these in to start off with. And because we're going to maybe open this up again, we might have to get more oxygen going. So this is what this is, because the more humans you have, the more oxygen you need. Again, you always have to think a couple of steps ahead in this sort of game. And because we've got this, we'll have to make sure these are on different ones for malnutrition reasons, because they all need different foods going. So it's just a case of just building and building and building and building. And because we've built this store in here, they're bringing all the stuff which is outside and chucking it into the store, so they don't have to go outside for it. So we're up to 22 now, so I think we can open this up a bit and allow people to come down. So do we put more? Yeah, we'll get another one of these going. Can we put another one in? We cannot. But we'll make another one of these. We'll make it nice for the wee peeps. And put some TV, another TV up there. So they'll be happy. Oh dear, we're out from metal again. So, just to show you, to buy that is 35, to sell that is 25. So that is the balancing act with the trading ship. So we don't need that trading ship at the moment, so we will dismiss them. And you're going to go, where's all the food going? It's because we've opened this up, so it just puts more food into there. So we've got some more people. That's another thing. The people have different jobs. So it isn't just these people arrive up here and they can do all jobs. You actually have to have the right people in the right jobs. So where is our people here? So we have got 12 colonists. We've got 5 workers, 4 biologists, 2 engineers, 1 medic, no guards as yet. So workers do all the donkey work basically. Engineers do the more technical work. The biologists do all the food, and the medics do both the medical bay and growing of the food. So it's all, everybody has a different job to do. So we have got full metal there, which is our full ore, so that should give us 3 metal down the line. So we're starting to get there. And now comes the next decisions. Do we start doing... Do we go for more power now, or do we get our manufacturing going so we can get like spare parts and things? I think we're going to need to do that. We will also build out our power, because we are going to need more power. And then the decision is, do you go for the wind, which is 24 hours a day but inconsistent, or do you go for the solar panel, which is consistent but it doesn't go on at night for obvious reasons? And then do we need another power collector, which is basically the battery, so when it is at night, the energy you've generated with the solar panels gets stored. So it's all these things you need to think of. So this is a pretty simple one of these games, but there is actually a lot more depth than you actually realize as well. So let's get going and see where we are. So we've got 2 more metal coming there, so that is going to get all that going. How's our bioplastic? We're actually down on it, so that brings us to the question, do we want to get a big biodome going because we need more plastics going? See, this is the sort of things you need to start thinking of. Oh, we're starting to pump up the peoples here now, so I'm just going to put this off for a second, because I'm just starting to get worried that we're not going to have enough food, because we've got 23 food and 12 meat. So we just need to keep an eye on that. The good news is we've got plenty more space to get more of these meat ones going, so that should help us out if we do need to do that. So again, there's just so much going on here. By the looks of things, we are going to need to do a big biodome here, because this bioplastic is running pretty low. Normally you've got so much of this stuff, it's unreal, or normally I do anyway. Yep, our food supplies are dropping there, so what we will do, we will play it safe and just get more meat going. The funny thing about the meat is I don't really seem to like the meat, unless they only eat the meat if they really have to. So there we go, we've got that. So I think we will do a biodome here, and then we will do oxygen, and then a wee door so they can get out. Yeah, put the door over here. So that will be our plan of action. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. We've got one metal. Our tower. We need to get more beds as well. Yes. Like I told you, there's just so many things you need at once. And as the base actually expands, it does become easier because you got more people doing more things at once. So yeah, as you can see there, our food's going up, and our meat's always going to be a lot higher than our veggies. So they have got quite a lot here. Do we risk it? I think we'll risk it just to get this going. What do I mean by risking it? We're going to sell some of our medical supplies, which is always a danger. And we'll get rid of some of our meat, and we will take some of their money, and there we go. So this is basically just to kick this on a wee bit. Watch all these people run it all over the show. Then after we do that, we've got other things to do. We have to get the lab. Oh, we've got our lab going. We've got that going. The robotics and the control center. We've got our factory. And I'll show you what the factory can make here. It is spurs, semiconductors, which you need for robots and guns, and you can build guns here as well for when the people who want to come and destroy your base decide to turn up. So it looks like we're okay for food at the moment, so we could probably open this back up a bit. And I don't want to bring any guards yet, because as soon as you start bringing guards, that means people are likely to turn up and try and destroy things. So we will get our base sort of designed out here. So there is a nice big biodome. Okay, here's something different. This is a sandstorm, and because we haven't built out our security panel, our security room, we can't tell these idiots, don't go out in this big massive sandstorm. You have to stay out there. They've no common sense. So all these idiots are going to be running out in the sandstorm here, and they're going to make themselves hurt. And then they're going to yap and say we've no medical supplies because these idiots have decided to run out here. This is what we're up against in this game at times. It's just a bit frustrating that they've no common sense. So he's going to get a wee medical thing above his head, and our robots are going to break down and everything. And during sandstorms, solar panels don't work, but these work a complete another dinger. So there you go. Oh, he's just tired. So we've actually maybe knocked out a wee bit there, and no one got completely another wee wrecked during that. But this is what you're up against. So what we're going to do here is we will build this, and you can make them into bigger sizes like that. And we will put that over here, and then we will make a door as well. Oh, that's not a door. An airlock over here, so they don't have to use that one door over there, and they don't have to go as far. Yeah, it's just building up nice and slowly. And I think that's a good place to actually end this. And again, it's a game where you could just lose yourself because there's always something you want to build or something else you want to do in the game. So thanks for watching this, and if you like it, give it a like. If you don't, put it down, folks. Doesn't bother me. But again, just thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.